Hello everybody and welcome to my 98th VBA 2010 tutorial. And this tutorial is going to show you how to connect to all of the spreadsheets in a folder with your active data objects. So we're going to get the information out of these folders, we're going to combine these and we're going to combine them all together. So in your examples file that you've downloaded, I've put a folder 2. And in here I've got 3 files, and in each of them I've just got a list of values like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take all these values out using my SQL, and then I'm going to combine them all into one spreadsheet. So I'm going to follow on from the one I've just been doing. So I'm going to delete that information and go into my code. So the bit I'm interested in changing is this bit in the middle here, so I just want to take that out, and I'm also going to take the count out for now as well. I'm still going to need the count, but it's not going to be there. So I'm also going to need to import my the connection file. So if you go into your examples and the SS connection module, open, and I'm going to be manipulating this function slightly. At the moment it pulls through the string database path. It has it already in here. So what I'm going to actually want to do is I'm going to delete that and delete that whole line, and I'm going to put by valid as a string. So val as string, and then we also need to remove that there as well, and we need to remove it down here. So now when we call this function, we're going to pass it the name of the Excel file. So let's go back into our sheet. So we're going to need to call connect spreadsheet, and then we'll just give it the object file. So object file dot path, and before I do this I actually want to put in an if statement. So if object file dot path, and what I actually want to do is if right bracket that comma 4 equals, we actually want 5 equals dot xlsx, or, and then let's just copy that, and we want 4 equals dot xls, because we don't want it to try and connect to any files that aren't .xlsx or .xls, so we want it to ignore all the other ones. So let's do our end if down here, and we are going to need to create ourselves a record set object up here. So let's create that as an object, and then we need to write our SQL string. So SQL str, we need to declare it up here. So dim SQL str as string, and then down here SQL str equals select user underscore ID, comma name, comma city, comma age, from, and then we want our sheet $1, and that's our SQL string. And then we're going to open up our record set, so rs.open, and then SQL string, comma dbcont, and then we just need to go if rs dot record count is greater than 0, then end if. And we're actually going to want two counters, so, and I'm going to start calling them counters again because I'm fed up with them being called count. So I'm going to keep typing them wrong all over the place. So if rs.recordCount is greater than 0, then we want to for x equals 1 to rs dot record count, and let's use I, not x, and we'll have to declare I up here, integer, and then counter as integer, and dim master counter as integer, and we're going to set master counter here equal to 1, and we're going to set counter equal to 2. I want to take the counter and I'm going to set it equal to 2 here because I want the counter to be refreshed each time I connect to an string. Actually, I don't need the extra counter, so let's get rid of the master counter and that counter there, and that master counter, and let's just put counter equals 1 because I just realised I've got the I, so I don't need to have another counter as well because I can just use the I. So we want to do rs.move next, and in between we just want to go for with this workbook dot sheets sheet 1 end with, and we want to do dot cells, and then counter comma 1 dot value equals rs 0, and then let's just copy this another 3 times, and we want 1 2 3, and so that's just going to put that record set out onto our sheet, and then move on to the next records. And so after we've done our loop and after that if, we just want to close our record set off, so rs.close, and make sure we do set rs equals nothing, because otherwise we're not going to be able to reset it back at the top up here. We're not going to be able to open it. Bear in mind we haven't actually set it up here, so set rs equals create object, and then adb dot record set. I don't like having that E like that because I'm fussy. Right, so rs will close, set rs equals nothing, and then we want to close the database, so call close spreadsheet. So that's just calling our close spreadsheet function, which just closes the connection down. So it's going to in turn go through all of the files, check whether or not they're Excel. If they are, it's going to call our connection module to connect to that particular spreadsheet. It's then going to run our select query and put the records onto our sheet. It's then going to close that off and go on to the next one. And then it's going to go all the way through, and then it's going to be done. So if I press play now, and it's going to give me an automation error, which is not surprising really, since I have put so much code in. So call connect. So it doesn't like my SQL string. So let's just stop it at that point, press play, and see what our SQL string is. So question mark SQL str. Okay, let's just go into one of our. Okay. So I haven't changed where the folder is looking because I want to be looking in folder 2, not folder. So let's change that to folder 2. Press stop, and then let's press play again. And now it's all going to work fine. And when we go into sheet 1, magic moment, it's going to bring through 25 because somewhere out there I've done something wrong. So let's go into our code. So number 1, I haven't upgraded my counter, equals counter plus 1, and I'm putting all the values in the same column. And I hope you noticed that as I was going along that I put them all the same, and we're laughing at the fact that it was going to happen. So let's press play now and then look at our object, and you'll see it's brought through all the records from the different spreadsheets, which is exactly what I wanted to do. So now I'm a very happy man. There's conscious there's a lot of code there. If you haven't been copying along, you can download it from our website, along with the SS connection module, which is in the download from the website. The link will be in the description below. But that's it for this tutorial. Hopefully that makes all makes sense. If it doesn't, then please drop any questions in the comments below. And as I said a couple of tutorials ago, if you've got any ideas for examples you want in my new series coming soon, where I'm going to create lots of different Excel templates, then please drop them in the comments below, or I'm probably going to have a little cry. So thanks for listening, and I hope to catch you soon.